Hi, this is CK at CK Education. Today I want to talk about what kinds of activities you should put in your college application, in what order. A lot of people have a lot of different activities, and in the Common App, for example, you can only put up to 10. Now, some kids have over 10, and they say, like, well, what should I do, and which one should I take out? So I want to talk about that a little bit. Generally speaking, I think that whatever activities you put in, they have to have substance. You can't just put in titles, okay? For example, if I say, "Oh, I founded a club at our school, like the ping pong club," and if you ask them, "Well, what did you do?" "Well, we play ping pong once a week." "And how many members do you have?" "Well, maybe like 2 members." "And how much time do you invest in that club?" "Yeah, maybe a couple hours a week." That's really nothing. Even though you were a founder of a club, even though you created a club in your school, there's really not much substance there, okay? And no matter how good the name, everybody goes after name, but I say go after substance. It has to have a real impact. It has to involve a lot of time on your part. Otherwise, it's just flaky. I mean, it's just surfacey. And I've seen a lot of these things. And so, for example, the first, I think the broad category, the best thing to put is something that deals with leadership, again, that has substance. So I mean something like student body president. Well, there's only one student body president, and you have to run a campaign. You have to get elected by your peers, and you're the student body president. That usually takes a lot of time during the year. There's a lot of activities you have to prepare, and there's a lot of things that you need to do time-wise, and you got to collaborate with a lot of people and faculty and so forth. So I think something like that is fantastic. Not easy, and there's only one student body president, but if you were student body president or student body vice president, treasurer, secretary, something like that, I think that's great. And I think that's something to do. Now, even if you were not in an elected position, but you had some kind of a leadership role, and you were influencing, and you got a group of people to do a certain thing, and it was of substance, and you spent a lot of time on it, and for a prolonged period of time, I would put that in as well, okay? So that's something. But like I said, a leader is not a position. You can be appointed to a position and be a leader, but you can be a leader without having a position or a title, just like you can have a title without really being a leader, okay? So when I'm talking about leadership things, I'm talking about real leadership things of substance, not like I said, "Oh, I founded this club," or "I was a founder of that club," or "founded this club," and you really didn't do anything, and that club really didn't do anything. I'm not talking about those kind of things. The second category I think that's really good is service. And when I say service, again, I'm not talking about, "Oh, I have 65 hours of community service. What did you do?" "Well, I sat in a lobby and I answered phones all day." Okay. Or "I made copies all day." Not very substantial, okay? So something better would be, 5 hours every week for the last 10 months, I've been helping inner city kids in math, tutoring math for free, and I'm helping them out, and something like that is, again, has much more substance and impact and meaning than "I just made copies" or "I answered phones." I'm not saying those things are not important. I'm just saying when it comes to colleges, is this thing is better. There's just more substance there, okay? And you've really made an impact on a kid's life, a kid's academic life. So that's something that's more important. And then the third thing I would say are significant, awards and recognitions that you got. So you were first place. You placed first in nationals for speech and debate. Awesome. You were first place science Olympiad. Great. Second place Model UN. Great. Things like that. And if you were captain of your football team, something like that, that's great. Okay, so recognition and awards, those kind of things. Now you say, well, what are the things that I could kind of leave out? If you're a National Honor Society member and you already have a lot of other things that are substantial, you can leave that out. Okay, that's not that important. Same thing with these other National Honor Society things: National Honors Math Society, National Honors Science Society, National Honors Spanish Society. Okay. Again, you're not doing much there. A lot of people do it. It's not hard to do that. A lot of people get into the National Honor Society. I'm saying you can put those in if that's part of your 10, but if you have like 15 things, that's probably the last thing that, is probably the least important thing. So other than that, I mean, impossible to go into every little thing in detail here. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll be happy to, reply to that. But I'm CK at CK Education. Thanks for watching, and until my next video, I hope you stay well.